What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. Today's is going to feature our opening game against Juventus, but mixed in there, got a Europa League tie and Roma to come as well, so there's a lot to go through today. We're 15 points clear at the top of the table, or 14 even, 14 points clear at the top of the table, but there's only 8 more games to go, so by all accounts, I would like to say that we already are pretty much champions, unless for a massive collapse towards the back end of the season. 25 strikes from Lautaro Martinez keeps him top of the goal-scoring charts. And we're going to require him today in our first game as we go into it. Juve away from home. So not an easy start to today's episode. But I'm going to be starting off. Demir Bay has picked up an injury. So we need to reconsider who we're playing and where we're playing them. So I think Barco is going to start instead of Gordson. Kangin Lee is going to play in behind Martinez. And obviously Rafinha on the right. Pogba and Eggestein currently in the middle, still waiting for the return of Barella. Feels like it's taking for ages for him to come back, and it's really, really annoying. Now, Milan did just win, I believe, in their game. Did they? So, yeah, so they're now even closer. 11 points now behind us. So, we're taking on Juventus. It's going to be an interesting one, to say the least. Why is the Allianz Stadium their ground? I did not know that. Well, I thought, obviously, I know Bayern has the Allianz Arena, but for sponsorship reasons, it's the Allianz Stadium at Juventus as well. So fair enough. I didn't know that until now. So you learn something new every day, I guess. But we're going to go into game and see if we can get ourselves off to a really good start with a win here. I'm not sure I'm going to be playing both of our Europa League ties today because I don't think we need to play both of them. I feel like we could sim the home one and pretty much win it already. So we're going to see if that's going to be the case. Nevertheless, our main focus is to beat Juventus, keep this point gap going, and then obviously see where we're at after that. We're underway then, and immediately we're going to be on the back foot as they had kickoff. Dybala was one of the players we were looking at on a pre-contract maybe, as he sends the ball through, unable to clear our lines, and already a chance, and Juventus take the lead. I'm a bit frustrated with that chance though, I'm not going to lie. 3 minutes in and we're 1-0 down, but it comes from us again, not being able to defend. But here, Dybala has the ball, we go in for the slide, and look at that. Why is De Vrij, why is he taking a touch back into a Juventus man? Corona it is. You know what? He has moments, De Vrij, where I think he's good, and then he has moments where he does that. And that is unacceptable. Why is he taking a touch back inside to a Juventus player? Not good enough from him. And immediately, we go 1-0 down after 4 minutes. Doesn't really affect us, because I feel like we're still going to win the league title anyway, regardless of this result here. But it's just annoying. I still want to be competitive, you know? And we're making mistakes like that, which should be part and parcel for us. Now, Rafinha trying to get us in the game again. Sends the cross in, which Martinez tries to win. Perrin punches away. Rafinha's header back in. Something given against us, not quite sure what. Apparently a foul on Perrin. So 7 minutes in, 1-0 down, fight back needed. Can't switch to Eggestein like I was trying to do. It really needs fixing, the player switching, man. I was trying to switch to Eggestein because the ball went close to him and it just didn't do it. We're going to send through Martinez, though, through Kangin Lee. What a ball through. Martinez to finish it off, though. Martinez will finish it off for his 26th of the season. The guy is so clinical beyond belief. Juve 1, Inter 1, 14 minutes gone. Only 2 chances for one either side. And both sides clinical so far. That's a message. What a finish from Martinez as well. You expect it though. Kangin Lee's ball through. He just bursts past the defender for pace. And just drives it past the goalkeeper. Bottom corner. Exactly what you're looking at. Fantastic finish. Perrin no chance. Game on again. 1-1. Eggestein towards Barrecha. Nice play. Barco make the run. Waiting too long to make that run. Barrecha's going to feed him. But if Barco had made it, he'd have had so much more space here than what he's got currently. He just stood still. Barco cuts inside though and finds Martinez. Martinez to Rafinha. Rafinha to Kangin Lee. Lee trying to get the shot away. That's a dangerous tackle. It's coming from Rekic. And it's going to be, I'm not even sure if it's a penalty or a free kick here. Because it's so close in the box. And I don't actually know. The referee has got some thinking to do. Tell me at least he's going to book him, right? It looks like he's just let him off with a warning. But that is ridiculous. It's on the outskirts of the penalty area. So it's going to be... What? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Here's where he starts his slide, right? Is the foul actually given against... Oh, it might be his hand on Rafinha, actually, now I look at it. Yeah, I think it's the hand on Rafinha. The foul comes in here on Kangin Lee, but that's on the edge of the area. I think it's the hand on Rafinha that's being given. So it's going to be a penalty kick to us. That is surprising indeed. And it's going to be Lautaro Martinez, the man to try and get us the second goal of the game for his 27th for the season. Martinez steps up. What a save from Mattia Perrin. These penalties, I couldn't have put that any more in the corner, and he still got to it. I refer back to my point I made a few episodes ago. What a header, though. We're back in front. Well, we are in front for the first time. Matthias de Ligt with it. Get in. 2-1 Inter. I'll go back to my point, though. FIFA 14, with a penalty system on that game, if you put it in the corner, there was a chance the goalkeeper wouldn't be able to save it. And let's face it, every time you try and put it in a corner on this game, no matter how close you are, the keeper will get there if they guess right. So I feel like they need to sort of either nerf it slightly so that they don't save everyone that you guess right. Although, having said that, it didn't matter in the end because we're 2-1 in front and it's a fantastic header from Matthias de Ligt, who's certainly showing why we paid 55 million quid for him. De Vrij, on the other hand, needs to improve because he's got de Ligt alongside him. It should be bread and butter at this point. Nice turn from Corona, and that is a brilliant ball, and it's going to be straight back. The question has to be asked, why is Rafinha the man marking Douglas Costa? Where's Mbabu at? Tell you what, if you're looking for a neutral game to watch, this is certainly it. Juve 2, Inter 2 after only 28 minutes. Corona turns us here, and it's not great defending at all from Barreccia. But Mbabu's in no man's land, and it's Rafinha trying to stop the cross coming in terms of trying to head it away. Gets nowhere near it. Douglas Costa makes it 2-2. We've got a game in our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. Not nice for me, of course, being the Inter manager. You know, seeing us concede twice in the space of 30 minutes. Not what you'd expect from us. Credit to Juve, though, putting themselves back in this game. But again, where was Mbabu defensively? Barco, Pogba, Lee, Martinez. Lautaro Martinez towards Pogba again. Pogba towards Barco. This is good football. We need to find the finish, though. Barco trying to dink one in. Unable to find a blue shirt. It's going to fall back towards Barco. Eggestein, Pogba. Not exactly what I was going for, but Rafinha tries to curl one, and it's come back off the crossbar. What an effort from Rafinha. Thought he'd done it. Genuinely thought he'd done it. And now that's a great ball for Corona to chase against Barreccia, who's had his number a little bit here in this first half. Barreccia not having the greatest game of his Inter Milan career as he intercepts that pass, so I'll take it back slightly. Rafinha, Martinez, looking for Barco. Going to find him with that pass. We're trying to get ourselves in front here. Eggestein 1-2 with Barco. Lovely football again. Needs the bodies in the box, though. Barco hasn't got it currently, so looks for the shot. Well blocked. Stroke of half time. It's 2-2. Dybala. Now Fabinho. Eggestein with a brilliant block initially. De Vrij gets just enough on it to send that away. Half-time whistle goes. Juventus 2, Inter Milan 2. Nothing really separating either side here. You can see, feel a little bit harsh in this aspect that we've only given them 3 chances, but they've taken them. But that is the hallmark of a good side. So a change at the break. Kangin Lee coming off. Did assist Martinez's goal, but I want a bit more experience. We could have been leading through Rafinha's effort that came back off the crossbar. But it's the way it goes sometimes. It's football at the end of the day. And it's been a fairly good game for the neutral. But I feel we just need that one opportunity. And we've been in behind a couple of times so far. It's just finding that final ball that's going to get us the 3rd goal. Pogba, Rafinha, Martinez. As the second half goes, it's going one way this. And that is us trying to find this 3rd goal. We have been pressing so far. Up to no avail as of yet, though. But questions still being asked of Juventus defensively. So far, they've stepped up to it, but that's lovely play from Barco. Finds Barreccia. Needs a good cross, though. Barreccia's ball. Looks for the on-running Paul Pogba again. Doesn't seem to get anything on it, Paul Pogba, at any time, which is really annoying. Because, again, with his aerial ability, you expect him to try and at least win the ball. Comes towards Portu. Portu flicking it towards Rafinha again. Rafinha. Pogba. Pogba trying to send one against his former club. It's bouncing all around. We're getting so unlucky. How has that ball ended up with a Juventus player? That was unlucky beyond belief. Yeah, Portu. Gordson's going to go. Can we hit him, though? Noah Gordson trying to get through on the right foot. Gordson's going to beat the keeper as well. What a save from Perrin. Bounces out. Eggestein brings it under control. We'll find Pogba. Last chance saloon for us in the game. Portu. Eggestein. Don't want to waste the ball. Don't want to waste the chance. Comes towards Baptiste Demier. He tries to back it through to Paul Pogba. And the ball bounces through, but to no avail. And it's going to finish all square here at the Allianz Stadium. Juve 2, Inter 2. As second halves go, we tried everything we could to find that 3rd goal, but we couldn't find it. Credit to us. We did everything we could, but it just is football sometimes. Frustratingly, the goals from Juventus' standpoint came from our mistakes, you know. First one, De Vrij makes a mistake, plays it back in, shouldn't give the touch away. Second one, we let the cross come in, and then it comes down to, obviously, Rafinha trying to mark Douglas Costa for some bizarre reason, and it's Mbabu in no man's land. So, on another day, you don't make those mistakes, we end up with the win. So, yeah, frustrating, man, but not a lot we can do. 2-2 draw against Juventus is not the end of the world. We've got our away leg in the Europa League draw first, which means away goals is the aim here. I'm thinking I could probably play this, and depending on how this result goes, possibly sim the next one. You'd expect to win, but you never know. Sometimes it can be quite tough. I mean, the last couple of games we've played in the Europa League in terms of the away legs, we've not necessarily had the greatest performance in the world, which has somewhat hindered us. You know, we didn't play... In fact, was it the home legs? I think it might have been the home legs, actually. You know, we lost 1-0 to Club Bruges. Then we played Saint Etienne. I think we only beat them 1-0 at home. So some of our Europa League performances have been under par. I want this one to be up there, and that will hopefully book our place in the next round without even having to play the second leg. We've got Martinez starting as well, so the goals have to come through him. At the minute, that seems to be working okay. Now, defensively, we need to be good, and that's already a chance straight through the back line. There's no De Vrij today either. Bastoni takes the spot in that position. We're alongside De Ligt, so I've dropped De Vrij for this game. Some say drop, some say it's because it's Europa League. We're giving the opportunity to some other players. Martinez straight through, looking for Baptiste Mier. Is going to get on that, but too heavy a first touch. He couldn't really do anything else. He tried to get away from the defender, who trapped back well. We are underway here, though, and you can see there's clearly going to be chances. It's going to be a chance, this. Deflected, and it's bouncing around, and we can't get near it. Frank Brown! Oh, my God! What a stop! Why are we allowing that in our box? Don't even tell me we're going to lose this header. And it all stems again when we lose a 50-50 again. But we should be winning our 50-50s. Offside, ref? Hello? What on earth is going on? These 50-50 battles that we are losing, we should be winning all day long. I'm sick and tired of us losing these. No. Right, pick this up, because immediately going into this game, we have started off shocking. Another misplaced pass by Paul Pogba. And you know what I'm going to do? Because he's not having an impact, I'm moving him up further up the pitch. Kangin Lee's going to play a bit deeper. I know he doesn't really thrive in that role, but in a minute, I need to get Pogba in the game. Because every game we play, he just doesn't seem to be able to do it. Like, I don't know what's wrong with him. So we're going to try and use him in a more advanced role. See if that's going to make a blind bit of difference or not. Because at the minute, like I said, he's not in the game at all whenever we play. Oh, what a ball from Frank Brown. That is absolutely sensational. Martinez through to Pogba, who's remained onside. Paul Pogba's going to finish as well. Immediately when we move him... Are you joking? How late was that offside flag? How late was that? I mean, there's no doubt about it. He is offside. But look how late this flag is. Wait till you see the assistant. Okay, well, he raises his flag there, but we still get the shot away, and we're able to celebrate before the referee even stops the play. Ref, you need to be quicker than that. Genuinely thought we were in because of the fact that you didn't call it. I didn't even look over to the other side to see the lino. Didn't even think about that. I just continued playing. And in the end, we were offside, but... it's annoying, that. Lee, Pogba, Baptiste Mier is going to get through on this one. Hasn't really got the legs to keep hold of it, though. We're going to send Martinez in. Martinez is going to finish this one, and that is most definitely onside. Get in, Latoro. 35 minutes in, we found the breakthrough here. That's a massive away goal for us. Can't believe the performance we're showing here, though. It's been poor so far. Seems to be since we moved Pogba up, though, he's having a bit more of an impact. Maybe I've got to start him in that cam role instead. I know, of course, he thrives in the attacking sense, but the problem is, originally when I purchased him, I was looking at a potential centre midfielder, not a cam. We've already got Kangin Lee, the Mirbai, these type of players. I suppose when Barella gets back, it might be a case where we put Pogba in cam and then start Barella and Eggestein as CMs, but, you know, for the most part, we just need to win this game. So now they're going to win that ball back, but unable to keep it. Eggestein, Pogba, keeps hold, Gordson, Tonali, still Tonali, going to find Gordson again. See what I mean? I want it on the right foot. Lovely stuff. Gordson, though, going to try and dink this now towards the middle. Martinez's header off the Porter, and he's back, and he's going to put it in. 2-0 Inter. Martinez with both of them. Headers the initial one off the crossbar, bounces back, and he puts the second one in on the second time of asking. Get in. Lynch Sanchez, Pogba takes the touch inside. Paul Pogba, brilliant stuff, and he's going to find a finish as well to make it 3 on the score sheet. And there is the finish we were looking for. 15 minutes to go. I think this should be tied on. Much better second half than we played first. But again, that comes down to the same result after the Juventus game. You know, we started off that game poorly as well, in essence, you know, conceding 2 goals, even though we were able to get in front. Second half, we were better. These slow starts that we're having need to be addressed because we can't allow them too much. Otherwise, when we get to the likes of playing Man United potentially in the next round, along those type of teams, they might cost us, you know. So we need to start by starting off on the front foot immediately and getting control of the game pretty much. But it's been a good performance second half, especially getting 2 goals. And we're still looking for another one if we can. Paul Pogba again, looks through towards Martinez yet again. Not going to find him with that pass, but the intention's there. Poor JUVE finds the feet of Barco. 2 minutes from time. If we get a 4, if it's completely done. Barco, that's an easy pass to Tonali, mate. Should be hitting those all day, every day. But luckily, they can't play their way through either. So we're going to go back to keeper here. I mean, like I said, I think we've done it. 4-0 would have looked a lot better. But you can't have everything. You know, you've got to just take them as they come. Couple of misplaced passes today, which I'm not too happy about. Simple passes as well at that stage. But at least we win the game 3-0. So you can't really say too much more than we did the job there, even though we weren't brilliant. Look at those match facts. It was fairly even. So yeah, got to address these and try and start dominating games a bit more. Man United winning, Chelsea winning as well in the first legs of their games, so it looks like they're going to be through. Obviously, we're going to match one of them if we want to win this in this Europa League, so yeah, I'm hoping we can do it potentially in the semis maybe, and then get an easier final, so that if we do lose, we haven't lost in the final, because that is the worst kick in the teeth you can have. But I suppose time will tell. Few problems in terms of our starting 11 for this one against Roma. Tonali has to start, and he's not looking great. Pogba is a little bit out of stamina, fitness side of things for this one, having played a big part in that game in the Europa League. Martinez also not looking great. Bastista starts on the left with Portu in the cam role. No Demir by through injury, of course. Rafinha on the right. Back four doesn't look too bad, though, so I'm hoping we're able to keep a clean sheet and then just try and get some, chance to score a goal. I think if we get it early, Martinez should be okay, because as you can see, he's not fit in terms of full fitness, but he's not, dead. So he probably has a good 45 minutes in him. And then after that, we'll have to reconsider. But if we can get the chances early on, finish the game off there, we can then see the game out. And I feel pretty confident we will see it out if we can get in front. We've just got to address, like I said, this early start. Can't afford a poor one today. So tough game this against Roma. And it's going to be one that potentially, if we want to win the league title, it could be right here. We are 12 points clear right now of Milan. 7 games to go, 21 points to play for. So, provided we sort of get the right result here, we could remain 12 points clear with only 18 to play after this if we win. So, yeah, all ifs and buts. Interestingly enough, as we get underway here, there is one Callum Hudson-Odoi on the bench for Roma. Of course, in real life, he's actually been touted to be going to Bayern Munich, is the young man. So, yeah, he's on the bench for them today. Maybe we'll see him have an appearance. I looked at the Roma side, though. To be brutally honest, I'm not too worried. There is a couple of dangerous players in there we have to watch out for. Of course, the wingers, Justin Kluivert, Chenzing Under. But for the most part, as Kluivert's on the ball early doors and Babu steps in, though, and wins it straight back, I feel rather confident we'll be able to hold on to this, but we'll see if we're going to actually play that way. Portu immediately trying to get us on the front foot. We'll find Bastista. Come on. This will be the best time for you to score right now. Cuts back on the right foot. Still got the ball. Sent away from goal, Martinez. Now he's going to find Rafinha. Back towards Martinez. Lautaro still on the ball, trying to find the shot. Oh, Lautaro Martinez is something else, ladies and gentlemen. I said we'd have a good 45 out of him. Well, it's taken 8 minutes. We know the capabilities he's got. He's just so damn good. Too much space for him, and he's going to finish those all day long. 1-0 Inter after only a few minutes on the clock. He's so good. He's so good. He's actually 27 for the season as well. My mind is blown with Martinez, and it becomes a problem, because I was actually looking next season at maybe bringing Icardi back, but at this stage, if we only play one striker, I can't warrant keeping Martinez out. Here is Chenzing Under for Roma, trying to get them back on level terms here, trying to turn away from us as well and get the cross in. Oh, good stuff, but I'm frustrated. We ran straight past him, allowed him in. Got to defend better than that. This is what I'm talking about. I'm defending like an absolute idiot at the minute. Really poor. And I've just realised as well, I haven't had a striker on 30 goals in a league campaign for quite a while. Martinez might be one of the first ones I'm going to hit with, which will be quite interesting. I kind of want to do it at the same time just to kind of get there, because I've not had one for quite a while, so it'd be a nice experience for us. I think the last time may actually have been Riera Canadell when we were in the Hartlepool save back in FIFA 17. So it's quite a while. Martinez again looking for the shot again. Dragged it this time though. Portu. Eggestein towards Rafinha. Sent him wide though. Rafinha's going to have to cut back on the left. Sends the cross in, and Martinez at the near post puts his header against the post. Could have been 2. Great ball. Great ball. De Vrij over towards Chenzing-Under now. What was that touch from Chenzing-Under? Puts the ball in, and of course we lose the header there. We were favourite to win it with Mbabu, and somehow he loses it to Simeone. We're 2 minutes over the allotted time as well from the referee. 45th minute, potentially. No, Robinson will head it clear. Ref, blow your whistle right now. Ref, thank you. At the break, into 1, Roma 0. We've dominated that first half. Much better start. We were looking for the fast start. We could have been 2 up through the header from, of course, Martinez onto the woodwork, but that's football. At the minute, I'm not too confident at 1-0. I do think there is a chance in this game that Roma will pull it back. Now, the question is, we need to bring on some fresh legs and get the ball moving. Pogba on. As I said earlier, though, I kind of want to deploy him in a more sort of cam style, but I have to play him at CM today because of the fact that we don't have the availability of another centre midfielder. So he's going to have to play there and try and make something happen. Barrecha towards Barco, the half-time substitute, immediately into the action. Barco inside the box. Still Barco. Look at this close control from Barco. Shot blocked. Pogba's delivery. Up goes Peter Robinson. 6'7" he is, by the way, this guy. What have you seen there, ref, that gives you the opinion that we've made a foul? This ref is not having the greatest game of things so far. We've been fouled a couple of times, I felt, and he hasn't given us the decisions. And in that one there, what have I done wrong? What have I done there that warrants a foul? I'm confused. Martinez back heel towards Portu. Chance to make it again. Portu back inside towards Pogba. And there is the finish we were looking for. 2-0. Paul Pogba off the bench to score. 2 goals now in 2 games for the Frenchman. And that's a big one. Maybe we're going to start to see more of an impact from Paul Pogba. Looking back at this as well, I think there was actually the cut back onto Martinez too. He back heels it through to Portu. You can see there's the run from him. But then he kind of, he ran away from Pogba to give us the angle. So, kind of glad he went back to Pogba instead, who finishes it off. It would have been nice to get Martinez his 28th, but that is how it goes. Good finish, Paul Pogba. Gets us the confidence now that we will be able to hold on to this, potentially. For the most part, though, we've been dominant today. Barrecha, Eggestein, Pogba again, and Babu. This is great football to watch. We're 80 minutes into this game, and we're searching for another one. Not a lot of the bodies in the box to aim at, though, so we go to Martinez instead, who's going to finish that one off all day long. Way too much time on the edge of the area for Lautaro Martinez. We know his quality. And it's Roma 0 into 3 after 82 minutes here. Game, set, and match done. And that is the 28th goal of the season for Lautaro Martinez. Like I said, you can't give him that sort of time and space because he thrives on it. He'll finish these off every day of the week. And Babu's ball in. Pogba lays it off. One touch. Right foot. Bang. Back of the net. Good finish. And that will be... Well, that's probably going to be the end of the goals, to be fair, because we only got 8 minutes to go, and got a couple of players looking a bit worse for wear, including Martinez himself. So I think we're going to bring him off now. You know what? I think I might just throw Lynch Sanchez up front. I know that sounds mad, because he's a right back, but at this point, I got no striker on the bench, so I might just throw him up there. Get Martinez off, keep his fitness up and such, but yeah. Rafinha, this change for Martinez is yet to go through, because the ball hasn't left the field of play. Rafinha cuts back inside. Finds a pass towards Portu. Brings it under control brilliantly. Should have finished it for 4. We should have finished it for 4. That is a wasted chance if I've ever seen one. That play was brilliant as well. The great touch from Portu. So unfortunate I couldn't actually get the shot away. Rafinha's going to be found again by Martinez. Feel like we want to get Rafinha a goal if we can. Never mind. He's misplaced the pass, but that should be it. Hudson-Odoi has come off the bench, by the way. But it's not enough for Roma, who are defeated by 3-0 here. And we march on to a potential Serie A title in our first season in charge of Inter. Unbelievable stuff again from us. And I'm hoping we won't have to play our second leg in the Europa League. You can see the match facts, totally dominant. Much better from the start. When we start games off like that, we are unstoppable. But the 2 starts we had against Juventus and is it Utrecht in the first 2, they were poor. We needed to improve on that. We did. 3-0 win in the first leg means we probably could sim this and get away with it. We're going to find out right here, ladies and gentlemen, as we go into game. You can see the side on the left. I've named a really strong one. Gordson starts up front. Martinez on the bench. We've already scored inside the first 6 minutes. Rafinha with the goal. Keep tabs on the bottom right. Manchester United and Chelsea score. Obviously 2-1 that finished in their first leg. So need to make sure we're watching that. Monaco 1-1. Chelsea 1 down. Man United 1-1. Chelsea back to 1-1. Bale's goal. We're 2 up here in this game at the minute. Still remains even over in the other 2 between Chelsea and Man United. Pogba scoring on the 66th minute makes it 3-0. And it looks like Martin is going to have the 4th before we finish. But Chelsea and Man United seem to have drawn, which means they will advance through to the semi-finals. and we can draw either one of them. We are still, as you can see right here, 12 points clear, but there is only 18 points left to play for. Atlanta comes up in the next game. Wait, no. Yeah, wait. Is it Atlanta? Yeah, it's Atlanta next, followed by Brescia, followed by... Have we got Milan again? No, I think we've already played them. Bologna, Genoa. Well, we've got a fairly easy run in, and that's an understatement. So if we don't win the title from this, we only have ourselves to blame, because at this point, 12 points clear, 18 points to play for. The running we've got, we should be basically winning the title at this stage. And then hopefully, we should be able to get ourselves back into the 30 goals for Lautaro Martinez. Now, I've just looked at this. Player returns from injury, and I genuinely thought it was Barella. I was about to start celebrating. It's not, unfortunately. It is going to have to wait and be for the next episode. Who are we going to face, though, in the Europa League? The draw's been made, and it's going to be Chelsea in the semi-finals. Man United will play against Rennes, however you say it. I apologise. I don't watch much French football, but I should because, you know, big league. But Chelsea will face off against us. Man United will play in that other leg. So, if we want to get to the final, we have to beat Chelsea. And then, we then got to go through potentially against one of the other two in the final. It's going to be a tough run in this, but that is what football is about. If you want to win the titles, you've got to play the best teams, you've got to win, you've got to do all that kind of thing. Player stats-wise, 28 goals, 31 games for Martinez. It's a crazy return. It really is sensational from him. Unbelievable season he's having. I'm going to show you a quick squad report, because we haven't done one for a while, of the players who are performing here. Show you their stats and such. So we're going to start, obviously, by going down the list of goalkeepers. So Frank Brown, 46 appearances so far, 32 in the league. You can see we're clearly showing Lynch Sanchez some love, giving him 9 appearances in the Europa League. Yet to start a league game for us, but he has gone up by 12 overalls this season alone, which is a massive amount. Sensational return. 9 appearances in the Europa League for him. Bastoni with 11 to his name, 3 in Serie A, 7 in the Europa League. Delict, since coming in, has been good as well. Got that goal that was important against Juve earlier on today, and the assist in that as well. De Vrij yet to score this season, not totally convinced by him. He's going to have to prove himself to me a little bit. Barreccia in there as well, Rullison with a lot of appearances. Tonali has actually made 27 appearances for us this season. Part of that has come down to the fact, though, that Barella has been injured. If without that, I'm not sure he would have made that many appearances, but it's been good. 6 assists, got that banger of a goal in the Europa League as well. Since then, hasn't scored. Peter Robinson even on the score sheet. That came in the Coppa Nazionale, though, way at the beginning. 8 Serie A appearances to his name. Bologna, Rafinha up by 1 as well. 12 goals in the Serie A for him. Portu contributing a little bit. Eggestein. Pogba with 16 appearances since joining. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh on him. You can see he's got an average rating of 8.4 in Serie A. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh on him today. Good return. Barella, when's he back? 3 weeks. So it should be next episode. Hopefully. That is the aim. Barco, yet to score. Barco with 6 goals to his name. Baptista Mier, yet to score. He did score, but then the game obviously crashed when we played that one, didn't it? So, hasn't counted. Gangi Lee in there as well. Demir Bay with 10 to his name, which is a good return for him. Noah Gordson, not really as good as I expected, but still can contribute and doing his job. Then, of course, the main man, Lautaro Martinez. Something else, this guy, isn't he? He's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. How much is he worth? He's worth 41 million. Well, he's not. He's worth much more than that. I'll tell you that right now. To us, he's worth a tremendous amount more. Pogba worth 72 million quid. Delict in there as well. Martinez, Frank Brown, Noah Gordson, Barella, Rafinha. You can see the value of each player as we go through them. But honestly, guys, good episode today. Quite happy with how we performed in terms of the results. We sorted out that fast start as well in the game against Roma. And that is going to end today's episode off. Like I said before in the previous My Player Career Mode episode, I have, of course, been on the course that I have been doing. So I thank you all for your patience, your support, and everything like that. It's been good to see. I always appreciate you guys and everything you do for me on the channel. Going to try and get you guys another episode of this career mode out in the next couple of days. So make sure you have notifications turned on if you want to be notified whenever it does go live. Until then, though, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you all again tonight for another video. Adios.